guys, what's up? It's Caroline. So I attended the 9/15 BTS Love Yourself tour in Fort Worth, and I'm making this video because I am, going through my PC, my post-concert depression, and I wanted to give everyone a big, I don't know, just like a summary or even like an exposed video to what happened with the GA line on 9/15 and what happened on 9/16 and how it can be solved. Because, I mean, if you were there on 9/15, you know what happened. Like, that was a mess. Anyways, let's get into the video.
Oh, I'm not.
We're off.
Oh, vlog! Oh, I think I know what college I can get into.
Shout out. So we all drove there. My mom drove us because I'm 17. I'm not gonna drive to Fort Worth by myself, and I can't really get a hotel by myself. So there are two Fairfield Inn and Suites in the Fort Worth area. One is in Irving by the airport, and one is by the convention center. And of course, I thought my hotel was by the convention center, but when we put in our map, we passed right by Fort Worth, and I was like, what up with this? So anyways, we found out that we didn't have the hotel that we wanted, so we canceled it. And that was a whole mess in itself because my mom was like, I'm not letting you camp out when I'm like a 20-minute drive away, which is completely understandable because we're all minors. We're like not trying to like live that life. So my mom got a room at the Sheraton, which was just down the street. It was a 5-minute walk max. It was amazing, and like it saved us so much. But anyways, so we drove. I was like, Mom, we just passed Fort Worth, so we skirted around. And the first thing we do is go to the convention center, me and my friends. And my mom was like, I'm gonna figure out this hotel situation. I'm gonna get y'all dinner, because at this time, we had left Friday afternoon right after school. And it was about like 7:30-ish. So we were just like, we need to get in line right now, because my friends on Twitter had been updating me all day about how long the line had gotten, and I was getting a little concerned. So first thing we do is go to the front of the line, and there's these girls in these chairs, and they have this notebook with a bunch of names of the people who got in line and were camping out, which was totally a-okay. No last name, so it could have been kind of sketch. And then she wrote our numbers down on our hands in blue Sharpie. And I was number 288, my friends were 289, 290, 291, so on and so forth. So all that was good. I was chilling. I was like, I know this isn't an unofficial line, so I'm not gonna be bothered if it's not chosen to be the official line. I just wanted to be there. Like, if anything happened, like let's say they decided to keep it, I'm not gonna want to be at the back of the line. I'm not gonna, and if they had not kept it, I would have been upset, but I wouldn't have thrown a tantrum. But that's the safest option. You can't have people running all at the same time at 8. Like, I saw those Anaheim videos. That's not what we're gonna do.
This is fucking hilarious! What the fuck?
So anyways, we get there. We have one chair, a couple of towels. We were not prepared, like, at all. We had snacks and drinks and stuff like that, but whatever. So we were in the 200s, we were chilling, everyone was listening to music. It was a great atmosphere. Like, all the people who were there, like, just being there for the same reason is so, like, like, it was just bonding, even though it was, like, I don't know, it was an experience. and it was worth it. Even like camping was so worth it. Like anything like being in the rain, being pushed back on our numbers, which I'll get to, everything was worth it in the end. That's all I have to say. So if you're considering camping for GA, it's a good option if you feel comfortable with that. So, continuing, we were in line, we were waiting, and then around, what, 12, it starts raining. And let me tell you, we had like 5 umbrellas, and this was not working because we had an air mattress and we were all like sitting on it. And of course, when the rain was falling down, like the rain was getting the air mattress wet, and like our umbrellas were only large enough to cover like the top half of our body, and we were lying down because we were trying to sleep, like at least get some sleep before the concert. But no. And then my mom, I love her, she bought us a canopy, like a tent canopy kind of, so it blocked out the rain. Sadly, by the time she got there with the canopy, it like had almost stopped raining at that point. But it was still nice to have, like, even during the night when it wasn't raining, I still felt comfortable because it didn't feel like we were just out in the open, like on the streets. So God bless my mom. So then my mom wanted to stay with us because she's like, I'm not even gonna sleep like if y'all are out on the streets at like 1 to 4. So I was like, okay mom, you can stay here from 1 to 4, but then at 4 I want you to go and get some rest because that's what you deserve. So I ended up getting up around 4:45. All my friends were asleep, so I was like, okay. I just watched over them, listened to my BTS, jammed, and then around like 6ish, like, so I saw stuff happening at the front of the line, and I was interested in checking it out because I was like, what's happening? So then I went to go check out the situation, and they decided to condense the line, which at first was an entire mess. Like, people from the back were trying to go to the front, and you know, although I'm sure some people did get away with it, most of it was pretty sure, like, your numbers, you're in the same area, like, you don't mind if, like, someone, like, 2 places behind you was a little bit in front of you, you know, so on and so forth. Just as long as you were in the, like, same area-ish, it was okay. For the most part, that was good. But, like, when it was first happening, everyone was telling everyone to go back, like, scoot back off the street, and, like, I was like, okay, I'm not having this. And I was just like, whatever we can do, we're just gonna keep our place and just go with it, because you never know in this situation, because it was like nothing was confirmed at this point. And then sometime around a little later, Powerhouse apparently came out and was like, okay, this is the line we're gonna honor. They didn't like tweet it out officially or anything, but they told us they were going to honor it. So I stuck with that. I was like, okay, that is amazing. Let's go with it. But you see, when this happened, it was like from 6 to 8. We were just chilling. But then at 8, that's when the official line was actually supposed to start. And all these people who didn't camp out, who were saying, oh, this is unfair because you said no camping, when they changed it to camping is discouraged, they all showed up and they started pushing everyone like against this barricade that was holding us in line, and it became this big mass of people. Like, rather than a line, it became a clump. And Powerhouse, or the venue even, was like, this is not gonna work. Like, they had a long period where they just didn't do anything. We were all just like, what's happening? What's going on? Like, thank goodness they figured it out, because what happened was a venue man came out and was like, I know where the beginning of the line starts from, because at 6, when he showed up, these were the people at the front of the line. So if you had a number, that's how they were honoring it. Although what happened was, it didn't matter your number. They just wanted to see if you had a number. Like, you could have been 700 and gotten your wristband and been 80, which to me was completely like unfair. I understand that it's not going to be perfect, but if you're in the 700s and you're in the top like 20 people, that's like not that's not okay. So anyways, we made some friends in line while we were chilling, and it was nice. But that happened, and they started taking wristbands, and we ended up being 430. I was 432. Keep in mind, my official, like the unofficial number I had was 233. So 200 people got in front of me. Like, and I know, like, I understand some people cut, some people whatever, but 200 people, like, really? Like, really? Also, that's my whole line spiel, like up into the wristbands. That's all I have for that. But the people who formed the line, I am sorry, but what you did was wrong, because they were going to the Saturday show and the Sunday show, and they put themselves as first for both. And I heard so many bad things, like people bribed them to change their numbers, I just heard so many things about these like couple of girls that were controlling all the situation. I can't say any of it's true, but it would make sense, and you just have to deal with it. And like I said, it was all worth
Can't swim anymore.
But continuing, so we got our wristband, we were upset, but we dealt with it. We went back to the hotel, showered. Let me tell you, people who camp shower. They have the time to shower. We are not musty. I hope none of us are musty. I suppose if you went to the merch line or something like right after, you'd smell, but no. None of that in this household. Anyways, after we showered, me and my friends took an hour nap because we were a little tired. Then we went to go get lunch, and it was interesting because there was a Korean restaurant like right across from where we were getting lunch called Hoya, and apparently that's where BTS got their food from. It was Korean, so probably. But yeah, we ate burgers, and then we went back because I won the Express Studio photo booth thing, which I will show right here. I chose Tay. It was a really hard decision, but he is my bias, so like, so yeah. My friend sadly didn't have it. Also, a note on the merch line and like the photo booth line and the banner line, it was so messed up. Like, I'm so sorry if you had to wait in that line. Because it was just one line outside, because unlike other venues, ours was inside because chance of weather, no room, I don't know. It was inside. So you had to wait in this long outdoor line because they could not hold capacity inside the building. So if you were outside, but you had the studio photo booth, you got to cut everyone in that line that was waiting. And then in that, you could literally go get merch. You could go to the banner. You could do all the photo booth things. And I could say you could do it in less than 2 hours. Because the photo booth, you already got to like skip half the line for. And then just that was so messed up. And I'm so sorry if you had to wait in the sun. You had to wait a long time. I apologize. It was just messed up. I'm sorry. I really, like, genuinely, that was such a sucky situation. Next. So, continuing, we went to the line that was forming again for GA, and I got there around like 4:30-ish because I had done the photo booth. My friends were waiting for me. Then we got in this line, and we were just chilling with our friends that we actually camped out with because they were in our area too, which still messed up. Like, they were 200s with us, and they ended up in that place. Like, okay. So we're in this line, and then it started raining. And let me tell you, that's when it went crazy. because everyone got out of line. Like, and we all huddled underneath the venues, like, I guess, canopy, and because you didn't want to get wet. And there was just these people in like the hundreds, 200s, 300s in our area who did not leave the line because they were like convinced that like they wouldn't get to keep their spot or something. I was like, oh heck no, I'm not getting wet. I'm sorry, I left the line, and I went under the canopy. And from there, I was like, I had no idea what the venue was gonna do about the situation. Like, it was a mess. Everyone was like being poured on. It was raining so hard, and like everyone was getting wet. It was bad. And I didn't even have an umbrella because I was like, I don't want to take an umbrella into the venue. I don't want to take a poncho. I just wanted my portable chargers and my phone and my light stick, my army ball. But yeah, it started raining, but then it stopped for a little bit, and then people were like, go back in line, go back in line. But see, all the people from like 1500s and 1300s and the 900s had all moved up to where the like 100 to like 500 was supposed to be. So there was no way you could do that. So the venue gets on this microphone, it's like, or megaphone? They would get on this megaphone, they're like, numbers 1 through 25, come through. And I was like, these increments are literally gonna take forever. Like, the show started at 8 and it was like, it was like 5:30, I think. And they started these increments where they would take people, they bumped it up to 25 each, so they just went by 25 to 50, 50 to 75. And that's the only fair way they could have done it. I commend them for at least trying to like keep it fair. I really do. Like, it could have been so much worse. So thank you, Fort Worth Convention Center, for that. So, you know, 430s took a little bit to get there, but we got there. And at this point in time, I had my Namjoon crab plush in my shorts because I was wearing a kimono, which is pictured here. And I covered the crab with my kimono because I wanted to throw my crab to Namjoon. Anyways. Well, that anyways basically meant that my crab got thrown on stage, but Jungkook just looked at it weird, and the security guard took it off. So, love that. So I wanted to throw the crab to Namjoon, and I snuck it in. I got it in. I got the crab in, which I'm so surprised. Like, I mean, no surprise the cameras get in because I was so stressed about this crab, and it like made this much of a dent in my shorts. Like, it was a big crab, and yeah, I don't know. But we went through security. We get into the arena, I don't know. We get into the arena and we see these spots like closer to main stage where we could have gotten barricade, but we were like, no fam, we want to be by the extended stage. So we were like 2 rows back on the extended stage, right by the left side of the corner. I guess it would be stage right if you were from their perspective, but we were right there, and I'm so glad I did that. Like, extended stage is the place to be if you want to make eye contact, or if you just want to be close, like intimacy, like, because main stage, their barricades were further, like a lot further than extended stages. So that's all I have to say about that. So next, when the concerts, like the pre-concert started, I was freaking out. Like, they were playing all these music videos, like and I was gonna do examples, but I was like, there's too many. So they started playing all these music videos, and everyone had their army bombs and doing the fan chants, and it like was so nice. And then they turn off the lights, and Fake Love comes on, and I'm like freaking out because like everyone's participating, everyone was going like that with their army bomb. It was just crazy. And then next thing you know, the VCR comes on, and I'm like, okay, I'm about to see them. Like, highlight of my life. I peaked It's too late. So here's a clip from opening VCR to like half an idol.
BTS. Welcome to the BTS World Tour. Love yourself here in North America. Welcome. My name is. Alright, nice to meet you guys. What's up? Hi, Texas. Nice to meet you. I'm good.
Nice to meet you guys. I'm Sugar. Nice to meet you guys. I'm Xander. Hey, Texas. Nice to meet you guys. I'm Jimin.
Everybody make some noise! I'm your home. You're my home. I'm Jay. Yeah, for work. Finally, we're back in North America with the Love Yourself tour.
After Idol, they did Save Me and I'm Fine. I didn't record I'm Fine because I tried recording Save Me and I was kind of disappointed because it's really hard. Like, I had to be on my tiptoes to like get that film. So you should know, if you want to get the dances on the main stage, you got to be barricade for extended stage because that's the only way you're not gonna have people like in front of you, I guess. I mean, even so, there'll still be like angles you can't get. But for the most part, it would work. But we were a couple rows back, so the army bombs, we were like covering the dances. But I still have some clips, so Save Me. And I didn't take a video of I'm Fine, which I regret because the dance moves are so good. After I'm Fine, what did they do? Dang, I can't even remember. I'm having memory loss. I'm feeling just fine. What happened? So, after I'm Fine, they did Magic Shop. And for me, since it was army time, I thought it was a little too early, but that's just my opinion for Magic Shop and army time, but it's okay. I couldn't hold up my banner because obviously it rained and it got wet.
Hey, 항상 최고가 되고 싶어. 그래서 조금 패권을 쳐줬어. 난 네가 비겨운 일상인데 그래 겁먹여서 내 욕심은 되는 억제고도 멈추게 됐어. 그런데 말야 돌이켜 보면 사실은 말은 나 최고가 되고 싶었던 것이 아닌 것만 같아. 위로와 감동이 되고 싶었었던 나 그대의 슬픔만큼 걸어가고 싶은 나 나이기 싫은 나 사라지고 싶은 나 오늘 하나 만들자 너의 맘속에 다 그 문을 열고 들어오고 싶은 날일 거야 믿어도 괜찮아 널 위로해 세상 따뜻한 천장을 마시며 저런 술을 올리다 보면 괜찮을 거야 여기만
after that, they did the VCR for Jungkook and J-Hope. It was adorable. Probably, I was gonna say it was my favorite VCR, but it's probably just my favorite VCR because it was OT7, like all of them in it. My probably actual favorite was Taehyung's, but that's not because he's my bias or whatever. But yeah, it was an adorable VCR. It was so cute. And then my boo J-Hope, Hoseok, comes out, and man, when I tell you, his voice, like just in general, hearing all their voices, like they sound different, but they also sound the same. Like it's just, when you actually hear it, it's kind of unreal, I guess. But yeah, so he starts dancing on the main stage, he gets elevated, then he jumps off the platform and goes to extended stage, and he did the cutest little heart, and like, his dance, I mean, obviously he's like the main dancer or whatever, but all the, like, it was perfectly choreographed. I don't know what I'm saying, because I don't know how to do this, but we're trying, so that's the point.
한송이 너라고 꽉 막히는 수술도 함께라면 나 원으로 담대 없는 꿈도 이제 공감 내용성이 멜로드라 그의 위점을 먹기에 춤이 있었기에 그 운명적인 말 Let's get it on power 입으로 무뎌지는 양 심장의 뒷말 하나는 노동장 너를 알아가는 지금 내 마음 그래서 이어나가고 싶은데 지금 중간에 두신 거에 Take it over That's right
So after that, Jungkook comes out, and let me tell you, he's so gorgeous. Like, his eyebrows were so, like, dark, and he was wearing blue. And I think that's just Jungkook's color, because he looks so good. And just the fact, like, I got to see it for real. Like, Euphoria. For all of their, like, performances solo, they had beautiful, like, animations behind them. But especially Jungkook's, but, like, you'll see it in the video clip.
내 삶에 떨어졌던 햇빛 어린 시절 내 꿈들의 재림 모르겠어 이 감정이 뭔지 혹시 어디든 꿈속인 건지 꿈은 사막에 부러진 기분 내 깊은 곳에 아프리오리 숨이 막힐 듯이 행복해져 주변이 점점 더 투명해져 저기 멀리서 파도가 들려 꿈을 건너서 숲을 넘어라 선명해지는 이곳으로 가 Take my hands now You are the cause of my euphoria
Right now. Right here. There. So yeah, Jungkook's performance was amazing. And then they went, oh, where was I? Then they did, if I'm correct, I Need You and Run. And I Need You, I mean, it was their first, like, big hit. And so it has a special place for me and of course for them. So I was glad they performed it. When they were doing I Need You, I was just so hype. And then they started walking toward the extended stage and I was like, oh no, I'm not ready. And then they did Run. And let me tell you, I was jumping because I obviously did not know that you're not supposed to jump because then you don't get good footage. But like, I think I was making them happy because they were all telling us to jump. On another note, Jungkook and Yoongi, I mean, they threw their water and I was hit and I felt it. I was baptized. I see a new light. I don't know. But that Run performance was pretty amazing. That song's great too. inu+run, they went on to Jimin and RM's VCR. It was adorable. It was just super cute. And then Jimin's Serendipity. Oh god, that was so ugly. Yeah, he was just amazing. My filming's so poor, but he's really something. He, like, just watch.
어쩌면 우리의 선이 그냥 그랬던 거야. You know I know 너야 선물은 나게만 들려와 When you see me, when you touch me 지금 지켰어 저번에 하는 진짜 없었어 Just let me love you. Just let me love.
So after Serendipity, Junie comes out looking so hot. Okay, I'm done. So he comes out and does Trivia Love. I love that song. I love that trivia so much. And he goes to the extended stage as well in this performance, and he there's just something about him, like, he seems so confident, like you can feel his confidence like exuding onto you, and it was truly magical. So after Trivia Love, they had the DNA. Let me tell you, my voice, that fan chant, you'll hear it right now. So let me continue with the rest of DNA. You know, it's iconic. That's all I have to say. You cannot replace DNA, and they were perfect. They did it perfectly. I loved being on their side angle because you got to see members who you usually can't see, like from your screen, do the dance, like, and it was so interesting, so cool. I loved it. After that, you had the medley, and let me tell you, I wanted Setlist B so bad. Like, I wanted it so bad, and then I found out they kind of threw out Setlist A for the rest of the tour. But yeah, Setlist B, I mean, was it fun? Attack on Bangtan, Fire, like, Bapse, I mean, Bapse. And then they ended it with Dope, and let me tell you, Dope has a special place for me because that's when I realized I was in love. So the medley was amazing. Obviously, my standout experiences were with, let me tell you, Jin came over a lot, and his shirt was so beautiful. I don't know what it was made out of, but like The light hitting it was so beautiful. And he was so high. It was amazing. I loved his energy. And then J-Hope came over for fire. And let me tell you, he dances. I don't know if you know that or something, but he dances. And he dances really good. And he was killing me softly. And then Jimin during Bepse came over and he was like hitting it and like moving, and I was just like, dang, I have my children. So yeah. So those were the main experiences during the medley, but you can watch it here.
If it's love, if it's love, sometimes I know, sometimes I don't. It's not the star. 뭐라고 쓸까? 많은 말이 난 좋지만 내 맘 같은 게 하나. 그냥 느끼죠. 해가 지고 나면 꼭 다리 쓰듯이 손톱이 자라든 겨울이 오면 나무들이 하루하루 옷을 벗듯이 넌 나의 기억을 추억으로 바꿀 사람. 사람 그 사람 그동안 내 사람. 넌 알기 좋은 내 심장에 널 직선권이 있는가. 난 그냥 사랑. 넌 나 모르는 목소리 자식 사이사. 으로 만들어 우리는 사랑. 정우 소위 많은 직선을 쏘는 공의 살짝같이 하지 않았어. 사람과 사람이 비슷한 소리가 나지. Let's go love you, let's go love you. 넌 알았어 왜 사람과 사람을 하며 살아가야 하는지. I want to ain't gonna know you now. Straight to the end. Pick on the street. 모두 붙잡고 넌 내가 느끼다지. 화면만에 그 소리가 나잖아. 그렇다고 내가 널 나누지만 너 진짜 내 입을 봐. 너의 소설에 난 책을 나눠봐. 여기는 난 그래. 넌 나 모르는 목소리 자식. 으로 만들어 우리는 정우 소리 많은 직선이 쏘 그동의 살짝 같은 하트. I live for love, say love. I live for love, say love. Guys, tonight's celebration with Army and BTS is just starting right now!
Yes, we'll sing and dance all together with inu+run.
Army! Are you ready? Michael, are you ready?
Freak chicken. I'm wrong. Airplane Part 2 was next, but I also didn't record that because I could not see anything. I'm sorry. I mean, I could hear it, but I could not see anything. I don't know why it was different. I couldn't see anything. But yeah, then Tay did Singularity, and his VCR was so deep. Like, the meaning behind it, when you were watching it, it like captured you. Not just because his visuals, just like there was like this whole message to it, and that was different from the other VCRs, and you can see some clips from it here. Like I previously mentioned, I didn't record Singularity just because I was kind of in awe of him and like just everything. He was just beautiful and he was so good. Anyways, after Tay Singularity, they performed Truth Untold. So actually, after Singularity was Fake Love, Rocking Vibe Mix, and it was great. I mean, Fake Love, Black, Leather, BTS, You Got Me. No, Jungkook's abs in person, just, they do something else to you. I mean, watching their BBMA's performance and going to see it in front of your eyes. Crazy. Here's the video. Well, some of it.
이해할 수 없나 나서다 하는 것도 하늘에 하는 이편에 보고 살아
나도 날 모르겠어 I just know why Cause it's the fake love 너였어 babe 너였어 babe 날 위해 끝까지 살미잖아 너였어 babe 날 지워놓으려 이대로 해 너였어 babe 너였어 babe 날 지워놓으려 이대로 해
So after my Fake Love, they had the VCR for Yoongi and Jin, which was such a good VCR. Like, I'm saying that about all the VCRs, but they were so well produced. Like, every single one of them was high quality. And yeah, so Yoongi did Seesaw first, and you know, Yoongi hasn't always hit me like as hard as other members, but seeing him live and hearing him live, it's something else. And like seeing him smile, like his actual smile in real life. I keep saying that, but like it's still hard to like believe that I saw it. And the song is so well composed, and the lyrics, like the fact that he did that in like what, a day, like they're so intellectual, and I wish I could see it again. So here's a clip.
어느새 서로 지쳐버렸네 의미 없는 감정 소모해 반복된 시선 속에 인중면을 지겨워지려 그러네 반복된 시선 속에 우리 서로 지겨워졌네 나의 속에 이런 평행을 바라보는데 더 누가 오지 돌아가면 서로를 바라보면 웃지 이제는 누가 무거운지를 들고 경쟁을 하게 되어 내들의 싸움을 푸시 너무 나는 결국 이곳에서 내려가 끝이 날 듯한 다시 컴퓨터 위아래 주거니 말고 이제 결정이야 돼 서로 마음이 없다면 서로 생각을 했다면 우리가 이리도 질질 끌었을까 이제 마음이 없다면 이 시선 위는 위험해 내 생각들은 말고 Alright 반복된 시계 이제서야 끝을 내보려 해 Alright 아무래도 처음에 시작이었을까 내가 너보다 무거워졌으면 쏜다 애초에 평행은 도시적인 용기 더 욕심내서 맞추려는 사랑 반복된 시계 이제서야 끝을 내보려 해 Alright 지겨운 시계 누군간 여기서 내려야 돼 할 순 없지만 누가 내리지 말고 서로 놓지 말고
okay 이제 그만해
파란 네가 없는 이 기속 위를 걸어 파란 네가 없는 처럼 그것처럼 파란 네가 없는 이 시속 위를 걸어 파란 네가 없는 이 시속
After Seesaw was my boy Jin's Epiphany, and oh my god. Like, I'm gonna tear up right now because I was expecting to cry during the performance and I didn't because awe, just unbelievable awe. He's so talented. Like, when he first came out, I didn't see the piano. So then when I saw the piano, I was really shook. And just that high note he like hit, like he was so good. His lips are so plump too. Like, he's got some plump lips. He's just awe-staking, like jaw dropping. I can't even talk anymore. I'm like flustered. Like, Jin is that man. So after Epiphany was Truth Untold, and Truth Untold was beautiful. Like, when there's that one part when all the armies go, ooh, I'm sorry, I'm not a singer, but we were all doing it together. I could hear it. They could probably hear it. I'm sure they heard it, but it was just beautiful, and I will never forget it. Thanks, Mom.
초라한 하고 싶어 수고야만 하는 걸 좋아하니까 난 두려운 걸 좋아해 I'm so afraid 결국엔 너도 날 또 떠나버려 또 가면을 쓰고 날 만나러 가 할 수 있는 건 세상에 예쁜 너를 닮은 꽃을 피웠던 네가 는 나를 숨쉬는 걸 But I still want you I still want you
Truth Untold was Tear, and I was shook. So I was just jamming out during Tear. I like the fact when you were at NGA, the lights kind of hit you a little bit, like they were really like coming for you. But J-Hope, let me tell you, he was a little sweaty and his hair kind of curls a little. It was, he's so fine. He's so fine. And there was this one moment in my little clip right here that I make eye contact with him and he smiles. Like I smile at, like I'm smiling like, ah! And he smiles back at me like bigger. And that was just crazy. I love you, J-Hope. I love you, Hobie. I love you, Hosung. I mean, any way I can say it. Okay. Yeah, just it's Tear was so intricately like made, like
Resting my camera on your What? Oh, yeah, you're fine.
Keep going now, now the little
것도 아름다운 인간과 위 언제 이제 시작해도 테크니지 천천히 시간을 돌려줘 그래 또 가게 나버린 파편 뮤직을 밟아줘 끝까지 너는 남지 않게 가끔가다 진짜 밝혀버린 내 심장을 또 보여줘 그래 거기야 말 막서라 네가 원하는 그걸 말하는 맘소리 없이 계속 숨겨주게 Yeah yeah buddy Yeah 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 buddy Yeah 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 buddy 가만히 쳐봐줘 남지 않게 이게 진짜 너 이게 진짜 나 우리 끝을 봐 너만 그만 나도 보는 대고 나는 눈을 감아 이게 진짜 너고 이게 진짜 나 같은 곳이 아직 멀어서는 이것이 우리의 마지막으로 저 머리 많은 건 우리였는데 같이 서로를 무시해 나도 꿈을 생각했는데 그 꿈을 위해서 꿈을 대게 내 심장이 튕겨져 자라는 걸 태워줘 고통감이면 그 무엇도 남지 않게끔 소용없어 내게들은 그녀를 내가 그 순간을 입에서 말이 하는 순간 우리의 두덩이 녹여 짙어지는 순간 모든 게 위험한 순간에 그때가 죽어 오게 아무 것 찢을 것 그런 말을 못한 다가와 앞으로 나도 이러고 싶어 오늘 시작은 끝에 있어 날마다 나게 이끌 전국에서 앞으로 너 figure 너무 땡기게 너로 밀게 keep on
After Tear was Mic Drop remix, and I was kind of dying a little bit at this point because Mic Drop is just like that bitch. Sorry, yeah, she is that bitch. Yeah, same thing with the lighting. Like for Tear, like Mic Drop remix had like that red lighting, and I was just like but I was also like yeah, Mic Drop. The dance, like I said, the view being from a different angle completely changes it so much. So here's my little video.
This is the very last song for tonight. Let's get it.
강의 수다 떨어내 점은 눈수를 걸어내 뻔해 자본이 너들 생기 걸어내 걸어내 씹어 죽겠어 에이 저녁에 Work business 아침 서백 모습 냈지 무시하지 백약지 음악이 종량의 악취 버텨 마이크 버텨 마이크 버텨 터지 망한 것 같아 every night fight sorry 미안해 big boy 미안해 먹어봐 아들이 너 잘 나갔어 대신에 욕을 못한 여도 우리 컨셉 I do it
mic drop remix. They said they were done for the night. Okay, BTS, stop lying to me because we all know you didn't. You're not done. You ain't leaving me. So actually, I was surprised by how long the encore took, but like, I do not care because I'm sure they were drinking water, changing, doing important things. But yeah, it was like 8 minutes. I don't know. Time's hard to keep track in the pit. So they come out and do So What. I was so hyped for that song. My filming for it so bad, but here's some of it.
Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, so what? So what?
And then after So What was that, I mean, for the most part, they didn't do any fan interactions during that song because they were dancing. But there's some cute stuff in it. Like, Tay going like, and then falling. I was like, hi. Hello.
Superhero 사랑하는 게 너무 많이 생겼고 누구만의 너도 이제 건들 다 끝이 사이클 없어 그냥 하던 너란 childhood 그래 전화 경우 이거 줄수 있는 거 잡아 수고 잡아 보는 자만 바로 나야 나와 나
다시 실수하겠지만 정치는 투성이겠지만 나를 믿어 난 키워보니까 돌려 나야 Keep on the ball still back 완전히 bust telling me 너 그 young man 계속 몰래 상처만 But 멀리 지방 날 봐도 힘을 두려운 뒤로 안판만
So yeah, after anpanman, they did their ending mints. Was not okay. Like, here's some videos.
Okay, now let's talk about how we feel today. Each other from Sugar.
오늘 오신 분도 오시겠고 뭐 새로운 분도 오시겠지만 텍사스 뜨거운 도시라는 걸 인지하고 있습니다.
Well, we saw tomorrow's show too, and there's people from tonight's show that'll probably go to tomorrow's show, but I never won't forget Texas is hot bad.
Thank you for coming tonight. Thank you so much.
I will always remember today. Thank you so much. 감사합니다. 사랑합니다.
Today 한국말로 준비했어요.
I prepared it in Korean today.
나 제일 먼저 말씀드리고 싶은 거는
Well, the first thing that I want to tell you guys is
이렇게 멀리서 저희를 기다려주셔서 일단 저희는 감사드린다고 말씀드리고 싶어요.
for all of you guys that came from so far just to see us tonight. I really am so thankful.
저희 진짜 볼만 했는데 저희가 힘을 에너지를 드려야 되는 것 같은데 뭔가 오히려 저희가 더 바꿔가는 것 같아요.
We really feel this, and I think that you guys are moving.
진짜 저희를 이렇게 안아주셔서 고맙고
To really welcome all of us, I really am so thankful.
텍사스 내년에 또 와야겠네.
I have to go back next year to Texas, right?
즐거웠습니다.
Today was so fun.
Thank you.
Miami! How was it? How was it? Thank you always for being on our side and our wings to lift us higher. And I never forget, I wish I can be part of your happiness too.
I will come back again, okay? I purple Texas.
You gonna have fun tonight? I had so much more fun than I expected. Honest are always in my heart, so I'm really happy to see you guys today. Let's see each other for a long, long time, okay?
Forward!
Glad to be here with ya all. I think we had blast tonight. You guys made this concert so hot. I can't wait for tomorrow. Thank you so much. See ya. Thank you.
It's raining so much outside. Is that right? First, thank you so much for all the efforts, waiting outside in the rain. Thank you so much. I hope you don't get your cold or something. And second, I want to ask you guys a question. If it's so cold and raining, outside like Antarctica, then why you guys are so hot like a desert? Thank you. And we're here in Fort Worth for the first time, not in LA, not in New York, not in Dallas, we're in Fort Worth for the first time. With 13,000 people for 2 days. You guys will never have the chance to come to this precious place. Thank you so much. I hope this 2.5 hours was Fort Worth for you guys. Guys, thank you, and this is the very last song tonight. Thank you for making us this beautiful night today. Let's go.
And then they performed Enter, and Tay was on my side, and he noticed me, which you'll see in the video. She points at me first, and I was like, me? And then he just kept pointing, so I was like, okay, I guess it's me. And then he goes, I purple, because that's where his heart, I know anatomy, that's where his heart is, because I purple you. He does like a little flick of it, but he was just adorable, and I cannot wait to see him again whenever he comes back, or if I have to go to him, or so on and so forth. But yeah, Answer was just so beautiful, like, and that's when I started crying because I was like, they're really about to leave me now, huh? It didn't really hit me until Tay left the stage because he was the last one on the extended stage, and they started walking back. I was like, oh no, like please don't leave me. And then they got on the main stage, and then they did their last bow, and then they were gone.
심장이 뛰는 소리 나서 마주본 날 가만 속 너 겁먹은 눈빛 행복한 질문
어쩌면 누군가를 사랑하는 것보다도 어려운 당신을 사랑하는 것 솔직히 진지한 건 인정하자 내가 너를 잠들은 너에게 더 바란 걸 이상 속에 두고 날새 또한 너를 넓게 이제는 당신을 용서할 좀 뺄게 우리 인생도 미련 속에서 난 믿어도 우리 사람이 다시 보는 너를
차가운 밤의 시선처럼 날 감추면 못새 그쳐갔지만 수많은 별의 날개는 떨어졌던 날 수천 개의 찬란한 화살을 단 여기 나 하나 You show me I have reasons I should love myself 내
I'm crying. Like, it was so, like, if you are an ARMY, you have to experience it. Once, twice, 3 times, however many times you want to go, I don't care. But you have to go because it was life-changing. Like, I really do love myself now. Well, we're working on it. So yeah, all in all, the BTS concert was tiring, but everything, all I gotta say is it was worth it. Like, the rain, tired, like, no food, no water, I can deal. Like, they made it worth it, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. So after the concert, it was kind of hectic. I went to go get the merch I pre-ordered. I'll be doing a video on the merch I received there. I got some from the Seoul exhibit. I got some from the tour. My friend got a hoodie. The next day I showed up, 9/16. The next day, the next show, y'all had it so much better. The GA line was so much more organized. I wish I was you, but I'm not. So I had to deal with it. But y'all were so lucky. Don't take it for granted. But I hope you know that the BTS concert is something you don't want to miss. Goodbye, y'all.